them around one more lap. That's Jim Bartley in car number 25 and the number 3 of Marty Belcher. Right there on the front row, the number 11 of Joe Williamson Sr., car number 11, and the number 5 of Steve Webb sit on row number 2. We've had one false start. After 2 false starts, the second row will get to come around and be on the front row.
Joe Sr. was third.
Looking for the green flag this time. Once again, the front row bangs together. So Joe Williamson in car number 11 and the number 5 of Steve Webb will get to come up and take over the front row. So the 11 and the 5 will come around the number 25 and the 3. Once again, a penalty for 2 false starts. This is so that we continue getting the program on without any delays. If we didn't penalize them, they could continue getting false starts endlessly. Okay, and here's the 11 and the 5 coming to the front row now. And they'll send them around, and they'll be looking for the green flag next time around. Well, we know we have a lot of pipe fitters here tonight. 522s here this evening. There's a pipe fitter right there in car number 11, Joe Williamson, inside row number 1. They'll be looking for the green flag this time around. The distance once again will be 10 laps. Good, fair, even start, and it's Joe Williamson out front. The number 5 of Steve Webb now battling side by side with Jim Bartley for the second place position. Into turns 1 and 2, Bartley on the inside and Webb on the outside. That's the battle at second, and it's Bartley who gets the jump coming out of turn number 2 and moves up into the second place spot. David Clyde moves along the inside of Marty Belcher, and that's the battle for 4th place now as they move back into turns 1 and 2. Back into turns 3 and 4. Charlie Glotzback along with Jerry Lee will battle just outside the top 5. They're side by side at the start-finish line. Lee's car glides up the banking, makes it 3 abreast out of turn number 2. Chuck Winters down along the inside of Marty Belcher. Car number 8 and the number 3 side by side. Charlie Glotzback moves into 4th place now, and David Clyde rounds out the top 5. It's Joe Williamson, your race leader, as they approach the halfway point. Out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Joe Williamson followed by Jim Bartley, then Steve Webb. Charlie Glotzback at 4th. Chuck Winters in car number 8 now has taken over the 5th place spot, and they're back into turns 1 and 2. And it looks like David Clyde in car number 6 has spun around down in turns 3 and 4. Race leaders are now all in single file as they move through turns 3 and 4. And it looks like the 42 of Robin Schildneck has gone on a spin in the 3rd turn area. David Clyde has gotten his car restarted, but the caution flag is out with 2 laps remaining. The green flag. And they're back under green. Moving off into turns 1 and 2, Jim Bartley on the outside of the number 11 of Joe Williamson, and Williamson takes over the lead in turns 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag, and 1 lap to go. They're back into turns 1 and 2. Jim Bartley dropping down into 2nd, right behind Joe Williamson. And then there's Charlie Glotzback to the outside of Steve Webb, and that's the battle at 3rd. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag comes out, and Joe Williamson picks up the win. Jim Bartley for 2nd, and a very close finish there at 3rd. The scoreboard now posting the number 20 of Charlie Glotzback up as the 3rd place finisher.